Hello, John from Peter Tyson. Since Meridian's inception in 1977, all of their products have been researched, designed and engineered here in the United Kingdom. They pride themselves on pushing the boundaries of what's possible with DSP, particularly with active loudspeakers. So my interest was piqued when the small Meridian Ellipse found its way into the office here at Peter Tyson Carlisle. Let's just crack on. Meridian Ellipse is a pretty compact, well-made, connected wireless audio system, available in one colour, as you see it here. It will fit almost anywhere. Its design is nothing outrageous, a bit like a simple rounded pebble. I'd describe it as clean and understated. No matter where you place it, it just looks right somehow. Ellipse offers superb flexibility too, with Bluetooth and Wi-Fi streaming. It supports AirPlay 2 and Google Chromecast, as well as native streaming from Spotify Connect and Tidal Connect. It's also room ready and can be used as a UP&P renderer. Nothing too unusual so far. There are digital and analog physical connections as well, should you want to connect external equipment, and essentially a hardwired Ethernet port if you don't want to rely on the onboard wireless. The rigid, precision-engineered enclosure carries 3 drive units, mounted in individual chambers to provide acoustic isolation from each other. The 90mm full-range drivers provide audio for the left and right channels, while a long-throw polypropylene racetrack driver acts as a subwoofer. The DSP and digital-to-analog conversion circuitry are mounted on a die-cast aluminium chassis, along with 3 channels of amplification. 2 times 20 watts for the full range drivers and 1 times 30 watts for the subwoofer. On top of this sits a rather smart illuminated touch panel for basic playback controls. You can of course use your favourite music app with Chromecast or AirPlay. You'll need the Meridian Control app for the initial setup and sound tweaking, a particular strong point and essential if you would like to enjoy the Meridian Ellipse at its full potential. Let me explain. DSP, or Digital Signal Processing, is essentially the brain inside an active loudspeaker. It takes real-world signals like voice or audio and mathematically analyses and manipulates them to achieve a desired effect for the listener. There are 12 Meridian technologies built into Ellipse. Here they are. I won't discuss them all because that would be a really long video, so I'll leave a link to the Meridian website if you'd like to read more about them. A lot of this tech is filtered down from their very impressive top-end loudspeakers. In the absence of 2 speaker boxes placed in front of you with an appropriate distance between them, there is only so much imaging that a diminutive unit like the Ellipse can achieve. In the app, you get to tinker with aspects of the DSP and create a false sound field, if you will. Perhaps the most effective of which is the bass and space adjustment. Set to maximum out of the box, and for good reason. When turned off, the Ellipse sounds like a decent point source audio system, clean and detailed and just very pleasant. As you ramp the setting up, the sound field just gets bigger and bigger, and maximum truly places sounds well beyond the physical dimensions of the cabinet, not just left to right, but height and depth too. You can place a vocalist in the centre of the image and other sound details placed around them in space. Is it as good as having 2 stereo speakers? No, of course not. But from a small unit, it's really quite astonishing. I was genuinely enjoying sitting in a sweet spot and enjoying my music. If you want to sit down and enjoy your music and your favourite chair is off axis, there is image focus. You can listen, move the slider in the app until the image snaps back into place. There is even image elevation adjustment to raise the height of your sound field, should your Ellipse be mounted on a shelf or cabinet that's lower than your ear level. There's also a free Q adjustment too. This takes into account the position of the speaker in relation to nearby hard surfaces and adjusts the bass response. It's all very clever and beautifully executed. It works equally well for background music too, as you do other things. There is just a nice projection of sound into the room, and even at low volume it just sounds lovely. It's not really like any other all-in-one system that I've heard before. There are no party box credentials or exclusive price-hiked special edition colours or fashion brand collaborations here. It's just honest hi-fi. I get that it's not for everyone, and that's just fine. If you want something social to fill a big space with lots of bass that can play really loud, or want something that looks a bit more bling or like a modern art sculpture, then there are alternatives that will perhaps suit you better. There are some wonderful all-in-one systems available right now. Competition is pretty tough, but if you want something truly unique and understated, that sonically is perhaps more akin to your real hi-fi system, then the Meridian Ellipse may just be the perfect all-in-one system for you. You'll see me in the next video. Take care.